Hey, Aries. Arriba! So, today, or tonight, wherever you are, I would like to dive into some tarot. Tarot, okay? So we gonna get it popping in the kitchen. We gonna get it cooking in the kitchen, if you will. All right, if you want your T's, your B's, your D's, then we gonna get into it. Okay. Um. So in my earlier little channel today, I was just kind of speaking on general truth. I was just speaking on a little bit of everything. Um, speaking on a little bit of, speaking on a little bit of the world, if you will. All right. So I don't really know. Okay, well I do know. I'm gonna let the cards track it. Okay. I think I have a general idea of what we're going to be talking about today, and it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Just as the last tarot reading was, they're getting more and more us. They're getting more and more collective, okay? They're getting more and more true. So we've spent all of this time just kind of like prepping our horses, if you will. Just prepping our racehorses, prepping our readiness, prepping everything that we can for the race of truth. And whoever gonna be there is who gonna be there. Whoever gonna outlast is who gonna outlast, okay? Because at this point, it ain't even about survival of the fittest. It's about survival of the realest, okay? Survival of the realest. I feel some giddy energy, okay? I feel like we really doing it. I feel like this is it. This is it. This is the race that we have been getting ready for. And I feel like it's literally going to start in about 2 hours. That's what I feel like. So whoever is ready for this is who ready for this, and whoever not ready for this is who not ready for this, okay? So it's gonna be a lot. I can say that. I don't know everything, all that of going to detail. Hey y'all, welcome in. But I do know for a fact that it's gonna be a little crazy. Look at my counter. Look at my counter. Let's talk about my counter. Okay, because my counter is some real stuff right now. We got some stuff coming in, and I'm not even trying to stall, it just keeps happening, but I'm really ready the crowd, okay? I'm trying to ready the crowd, because not everybody gonna be ready. Not every gonna be dope. I will play some music at some point. I will. I got you on that. I hear you. I actually want, thank you so much. I actually want to get like a little instrument or something for y'all on my lives, because y'all deserve it. I know y'all do. You come home from a hard day of work, you just want to listen to rock music or something. No! I love that. That sucks, but that's that's pretty funny. Well, you can tell your girl that she can get her own motherfucking Crocs, okay? So I'm gonna start out by saying that. What do we got? Hey y'all, welcome in. Hang on. What do we got right here? Is that ASMR? The fuck? We got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, we got the Wheel of Fortune up in the kitchen. The Wheel of Fortune is going to be cooking with us tonight. So that is good to know, because that's extremely helpful. Everybody can use a little bit of Wheel of Fortune in their life, okay? So, astrologically, right? Astrologically, right off the bat, we got our benefits and our blessings. I ain't talking no motherfucking EBT anymore, okay? We off EBT. We up and out. We coming up and out. And we getting all that government, okay? We're not doing it no more. We're not doing it no more. And I feel the need to make that blatantly clear because I gotta charge my phone. But blatantly clear because it isn't to understand what we are coming over. Hold it with it. I get this chart. Getting there. Okay. All right. It is important. Everything that we've come from, because everything that we have come from in life is directly correlate, if you will, to everything that we are going into. And everything that we are going into is all of the abundance and the beauty and the love that we have been asking for as long as we can remember. But the only issue is that we've been asking the wrong motherfuckers. We've been asking the wrong motherfuckers. So that is the issue. So now we are finally receiving everything that's meant for us. I'm so excited because this is literally what Collective has been waiting for so long. Not only that, but deserving of. And it's so hard to remember that. It is so hard to sit with yourself and say, you know what? I can do more. I can do more, I can have more because I've done everything I can and some for as long as I can look back to. So we are breaking the cycle of this. We are breaking the cycle of this and we just going, girl bye. Because I can't take it anymore. And it's okay to say, you know, universe, you know what, cosmos, you know what, and beautiful Milky Ways and all the motherfucking the whole planet. It's okay. I deserve more. And I can receive more. And I'm gonna fucking. You want to give me something? I know you want. Oh, my phone died. Don't feel right. It does not feel right. Okay. Alright. So my phone just died. So if that don't tell you everything you need to know about the energy, then I don't know what will. That was crazy. And my phone never dies at 6% when I'm on live. No, it'll die at 2. So that's how you know. These motherfuckers sabotaging. I gotta say, I'm almost impressed with how much of a motherfucking narcissist these dudes are. Okay? I gotta say, it's almost impressive. So, that made me so angry. I was in the midst. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, you walking away from what does not serve you finally. And it's not just about that. It's about walking away from it and saying, no, I can't go back. This is not me going back anymore. I can't do it anymore. This is you breaking the cycle of literally saying, well, maybe I'm going to go back if they con me into it. Maybe I'm going to go back if they bribe me $20. So it's literally just you finally standing up for yourself and saying, you know what? That's not me anymore. And that's okay. That's okay. It doesn't make you selfish. It doesn't make you wrong. It doesn't make you an ugly person on the inside or whatever your ego may be telling you. It just makes you honest. It makes you honest. And to be honest with yourself is one of the most highest forms of self-love that you can articulate for yourself. Let me make sure we still rolling. Okay, I got about 5 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and assume, but so I was thinking about this card last night, and I know that typically I talk about looking out at a plateau and saying, you know what, I'm ready to wrap it up and go do something else. So I was thinking last night, I was thinking last night, you sitting here, and it's you and your energy. It's you and your energy. It's you and your energy, and you're really diving into yourself. And it's almost like sitting there and saying, I got so much waiting for me. You know, you're really accepting what is not yours, but you are finally trying to find space to actually grow what is yours. Finally trying to establish fertile ground is what you're finally doing. Because it's not about getting stuck in this loop, right? Of saying, I'm done here. Well, let me try it again and see if I can do something differently. I'm done here. Let me turn around and see if anybody needs my help. I'm done here. I feel like they need me. It's no longer that. This is not that. And for anybody who thinks that way, they got it twisted. All right? For anybody who thinks that way, they got it twisted. All the way around. All the way around. So I'm just getting a really like feral energy, basically. It's really like this. I'm gonna do me. I gotta go do me. Like there's this whole world waiting for me out there. And like these motherfucking people are square dancing in Texas right now. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing here? And nobody can answer that for you because nobody is on the same fight that you are. Nobody is fighting the same fight that you are. 744, okay? Let me tell y'all something about 744. What am I getting from 744? I'm getting like hope and abundance and truth and luck and self and just like an overall accumulation of everything that you have worked so hard for is finally coming into fruition. Okay, that's what I'm getting. It's finally just like making this leap. You're going woo. You're like leaping. You're leaping into the unknown, and you've always known how to felt. Wow, that was weird. I didn't mean to say it like that. That was ghetto of me. Sorry, guys. You've always known what to feel. So you're like diving into this and you're like, ooh, like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Am I in the right room, y'all? Like, you kind of just like walked into a whole nother town and you like wandered into a random building and you're looking at everything. I don't know if I'm in the right spot. So it's like this fear. It's like this fear. And you're like, you feel like part of you wants to hold yourself back, but then you also know that that isn't your truth. You know that that isn't your timeline anymore. You know that that is no longer your cycle because you have finally broken that cycle and you have accepted who you truly are within yourself. You have accepted your own worth. You have accepted your own path and your divine blessings. Okay? Oh, gas. I was about to say that's what it's about, but it is not about the gas. It's about gassing yourself up. That's what it's really about. Okay? Because sitting around and letting people tell you who you are is not your truth. It is no longer who you are. It is no longer your truth. It is no longer what you want. Okay? So I'm just feeling like this, I'm just feeling like this, yeah. Like, you may be walking through the town and wandering into random buildings because you don't know where you are, but then you're walking out of that building and you talk about, like, you on your trot type shit. You on your prance type shit, okay? And I'm so proud of you because it takes a lot to get here. It takes a lot to give up everything that you've known and then just, like, start over somewhere else. And then give up everything that you've known there and start over again over here. And then do the same thing, do the same thing, do the same thing. So now you are finally once again letting go of that cycle. And you're finally you're accepting that you need stability. And it's not necessarily about stability externally. This can just be about stability within you. Because the more stability that you have within you, the more stability you are going to find externally. Because you are trying to force. You're trying to force, baby girl. You just gotta let it be. You just gotta let it be, baby girl. Okay? So, to give this up and to just, what am I hearing here? To give this up and to just let go. Just let go and say, you know what? I was wrong, universe. I was wrong. It's not about showing you, one sec. Okay, my phone's being charged. So we gonna go with it. Still at 3%. That's crazy. Died at 6%. Died at 6% is wild because it's never done that. Well, it has done that when it was like cold. But anyway, my point is that somebody really don't want you to hear this. And I know that that's like a cliche. I know it's such a cliche to say that. But somebody's really fighting your truth. Because I just pulled this card. And then I pulled it again. So somebody is really fighting everything that you have going for you. Because they want it. See, sometimes I be channeling and I start pulling all the same cards. And it's literally just like this roundabout way of saying literally everything that I just said is valid. Everything that I just said about the slander and the betrayal and the abandonment is valid. And to accept that within yourself is the step that you need to be taking. To accept it and stand on it, because that can be the hardest part, is truly standing on it. Truly accepting yourself on it. Because sometimes the hardest part is to say, you know what, I belong here. I belong here. It's not always about saying, you know what, maybe I can do a little better. Sometimes it's about saying, I fucking did the work for that shit. I did the work for that shit. Tell me how my blessing going other places. Tell me how my blessing going to my family that I don't talk to anymore. Tell me how my blessing going to my exes. The fuck? Tell me how my blessing going to all the people that I used to associate with because they were a part of me. Because they do receive. So literally, like, it's like this karmatic energy is, I won't say confusing, but I will say that it's going to the people who were once a part of you. Because they receive. And they do. And maybe that's all they got going for them, is just their receiving. Sometimes that's all it takes to just get what you want. Just receive it. So, you've got all of these people that chipped off little parts of you, and they are using that alone to receive your blessings. And just, let me tell you something, just because they're receiving your blessings does not mean that they do not belong to you. Does not mean that they will not find themselves back to you. It does not mean, ooh, let me think about this. Clarify, Spirit. Okay. So, I want to go back. The Devil card wants to come out, so I'm going to let it pop out on scene. So, basically, I feel like, okay, yes, I feel like you got two different spirits coming in right now. You got two, let me make sure my phone's still charging. Okay. So you have two different energies right now. Two of them. And this is great because you're no longer associating yourself with Diablo. Okay? You're no longer associating yourself with this negativity. And that is amazing. That is amazing. Because you're going to find that the less and less you associate yourself with these people, these motherfuckers, if you will, you're going to find yourself reviving. You're going to find yourself reviving and coming back into the life that you knew that you were capable of living because you worked for it. And it's not just about working for it, but sometimes like your ego needs to acknowledge the work that you have done for it in order to receive it. Truly, honestly, it is about the Wheel of Fortune. It is about just receiving. It is about sitting in your power. And right now, you don't know how to necessarily go about that. And it's not that you don't want to. It's because you just don't know how. You don't know how. Because the people that have brought you up, right? The people that have brought you up made you feel like you didn't know what you're doing. Made you feel like you're never going to know what you're doing. And that's just not the truth. So they lied to you. They lied to you and made you feel inadequate with your power. Ooh, ooh, ooh! This is some passive-aggressive energy type shit. So, and it's crazy, because I went outside today, I'm walking around, I'm like, ooh, nobody look at me. Like, I want nobody to look at me. I had to walk around. No, all of like this groggy and like dirty. It felt dirty. It felt like some dirty energy. And I'm just going on about my merry way. I'm going on about my merry way. I just want to go back inside though. That's what I really wanted to do. So, I won't lie, I did pull this again. Okay, clarify. Okay. So I feel like it's really easy for you to kind of duck back into, okay. So, ooh. So I think that you keep falling into old ways because at times you fall back into your insecurity, which is a lot better than falling back into old patterns. So you are no longer falling back into old pattern, which was contributing to your imbalance and contributing to your blockage of joy. Boop, boop, boop. So because you are finally seeing this, you are entering a time of prosperity and wealth and connection. Oh my gosh. Confirmation. Okay. Let's see what else we could get here. Because I do want to talk. I want to talk about how the energy is just so passive aggressive and ugly. It's some ugly passive aggressive energy out there, y'all. Ooh. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to take the cards, right? We're going to split it. Alright, this card wants to come around. We're just going to flip it. Okay. So we got, so we got this one, we got the Fool again, reverse. See, all these cards keep coming out. Ooh. Yeah. And that's what I'm not talking about. Okay. So we got wait. These are en español, so it's a little yo hace balos un poco. So basically, we got solo de besos, see? And with this, it's that insecurity that I was talking about. It's funny because you feel that insecurity, but you're stable. You're stable within yourself. So even when you have those little insecure moments, you're like, but I'm kind of that bitch. Though. So that's weird that I feel it. And the reason that you feel this way is, once again, that energy that I was talking about earlier, you've fallen into a different timeline. You're going into a different timeline. You're completely falling into like a different part of yourself that you didn't even know existed because you haven't had it reciprocated. So because you haven't had it reciprocated, you're in between a rock and a hard place, if you will, and you consistently chose to give up everything that was in correlation to the product of the environment that everybody has been projecting onto you. Let me tell y'all something. Let me holla at this real quick. Because you were working continuously to show everybody who you are. You worked time and time again until you genuinely just had to give it up. You have to give it up now. There's no other way to go. I'm here to tell you there's no other way to go. I'm here to tell you, you have to admit to the universe, I can't take it anymore. I can't do it anymore. And it's not just about saying it one time and letting it go. It's about saying, girl, fuck this shit for life. For life. Because I deserve so much more. I am abundant. I am divine. I am beautiful. I am finally receiving my blessings and ready to move on. I'm hearing, move it along, please. I got my lolly. Better than find me. Move it along, please. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, I'm just getting like all these amazing cards. And I do feel, here's what I feel like. I feel like people in your life that contributed to you not receiving your blessings, receiving all of this energy right here. I'm literally holding your energy, bro. Except for this tower. We're not talking about the tower yet. But the justice and the royalty and the acceptance of abundance, that's your energy, bro. But let me get into this tower because these people were stunting it. So now these people are going to find themselves falling out. And not just falling out of the abundance that they've experienced with pieces of you, but they're falling out of who they thought they were. Because this whole time that you've been spending finding yourself, you're taking it back, all of the pieces that made you yourself. So, with every piece that you take back is another piece that no longer belongs to them. Okay? And this is exactly what I'm saying because, okay, so I was just talking about you receiving divine connection. Receiving a feeling of royalty, right? And receiving abundance. So literally now these people are falling out of their towers. They're falling out of their towers. And this card was supposed to go right here. I want to keep it in order, okay? I don't like to mess with the order of cards. But basically these people are falling out of synchronization with themselves. And because they are doing this, they are finding themselves lost. They are finding themselves like without the abundance that they used to wield, without the capability of being able to just get whatever they wanted. And I'm talking about your exes. I'm talking about maybe the family that you had to leave, maybe the friends that you had to leave alone. I'm talking about all these people that did you dirty. So they're finally seeing themselves literally just fall out of abundance. And they're literally doing this because you said, I want my belongings back. You know, maybe you got all of your physical belongings from this ex. Maybe you got all of your physical belongings from the family that you don't talk to anymore. But you never took back your energy that belongs to you because you wanted them to have something. You wanted them to have something for when you weren't there to support them. For when you were not there to support them, you wanted them to be left with a part of you. And that is why they're feeling so alone. They are starting to feel so alone, like ties are getting severed, like they can't establish a stable connection. And this is including their own self. This is including connection with themselves. So they are feeling so much less of themselves, or what they had perceived to be themselves. And because of this, they are consistently waiting on something that will not come. It will not come. And that is why the passive-aggressive energy has officially commenced.